kids. This is my daily update on my situation with my wife. I'm going to set some papers up here. So I'm going to read a couple of things to you guys. This was a petition I made to the judge, and it was for an injunction against my wife. So the first petition went something like this. My wife, Rebecca Jackwitz, ran to a kitchen drawer, grabbed a knife, and waved it in a threatening manner. I grabbed her wrist until she let go of the knife. Immediately after, she went to pick up my son, but I grabbed her to stop her because she was in the middle of a mental health episode and posed an immediate threat to our child. She began punching and clawing at me, drawing blood on my neck. I also have her on recording saying that she was going to call the police and have me arrested. She has a long history of lying about people when she's angry, including a history of lying about me, where she came clean later and told people, the authorities, her family, and her therapist the truth. There are videos, old police reports, and a custody hearing from Tampa that verifies her pattern of behavior. It would take very little research to verify her history of lies and violence. This was a petition I made to Judge Curley in Sarasota, Florida. That is Judge Rochelle Curley. The first one was denied completely. So then I added some things. 9/5/25, I found out she's been using our home surveillance system to watch me and what I'm doing and hear who I'm talking to. And then this was the amendment to the initial. Due to Judge Curley's unbelievable denial of my request for an emergency injunction against Rebecca Jackwitz for myself and my son, Kaged, blah, 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 I am sharing more detail. Through our time together, my wife has hit me, slapped me, thrown a shoe so hard at me it drew blood on my left rib cage, clawed my arms until they bled, clawed my torso until it bled, clawed my neck until it bled, headbutted me in the face, threatened me with weapons, and threatened me by making false allegations against me. She made false allegations against me several times, putting my life and freedom in jeopardy because we'd had an argument. Later, she would recant on everything because she wanted to come back. We can prove through old police reports and her own family that this is not the exception for Becca, it is the norm. She beat her sister so bad that her sister had to be taken to a children's hospital. She was angry with her grandma's cat, gave the cat her own medication and killed it. She stood over her stepmom with a knife. She's accused of trying to set her grandma's bed on fire with her grandmother in it. She has a long history of violent behavior, and this is who has my son. There is a pattern that can be proven in all capitals. There are events that can be proven in all capitals. I believe my son is in danger. Her own family agrees she should not have Kaged at all, ever. I'd like to add that my motion was denied for not sufficient evidence. Yet all she had to do was go to somebody and make a claim. Then they removed my son from me with zero evidence to support any claims because it doesn't exist. I can easily back up what I'm saying. My son is in danger, make no mistake. I can't exactly put videos on a motion, so what exactly does it take for a father to have rights to his son that he supposedly still has custody of? Rebecca is the most emotionally unstable person I've ever met, and she presents an immediate threat to Kaged, and I find that genuine. My first request is to get him away from her, then get him back in my care. He's my son and I love him. Next, I want Rebecca away from both of us. Finally, I'll get a divorce. Please pay attention to this. It is serious. It's a serious situation that should not have immediate... Sorry, I'm screwing up. Please pay attention to this. It is a serious situation that should have immediate attention. Rebecca has a 2-year-old daughter in the custody of her cousin because a Tampa judge deemed her unfit and never even gave Rebecca a case plan. Again, this is who has my son. Please do something. That response was not an injunction being granted at all. They did schedule a hearing for 2 weeks away. So I found that out this morning. I immediately sent in another request asking what is wrong with Judge Rochelle Curley from Sarasota, Florida. Don't care if you like it. Because she is completely ignoring all of this. And so I added today Her ex is in town. Her ex, Mark McLaren, is back in town. He is a piece of shit. He is one of the most despicable human beings I've ever met. He used to trick out Becca up in New York, sell her as a prostitute. He took all her money. He kept her on the streets for 4 years, content to take all her money from her. Did nothing for her, would not leave her for 30 seconds because he was afraid she was going to cheat on him. That's the guy coming back to her. And if they want each other, fine. Go have fun. Leave my son the fuck out of it, though. But I wrote the judge that. And it kind of baffles me because I'm going to put this on pause. I'll be right back. And I'm going to show you what the response is. Alright, so I now have in my hand the new injunction order. This is what I wrote the third time. And I just find this kind of fascinating. So, keep in mind, this is now 3 requests for an injunction. 3! 3! So, I'm sorry, Judge Curley, but I'm really trying to figure out what's wrong with you. I have a petition discussing several acts of violence and repeated false allegations. She has my son. Her ex-boyfriend is on his way down to Florida. If they get together, and especially if she serves something for court, she will run. She will take my son and run. I made this an emergency injunction for a reason. I'm glad I at least have a hearing, but I need someone to act now. My son is in danger. What does it take for a father-husband to get an injunction? Do I have to come in bleeding out? Does my son have to die before someone will act? This sickens me. Please get my son away from Rebecca. She is not mandated to where she's at. She can leave any time with my son. If she does, I won't know where my son is or what's happening to him. Please act. Judge Curley's response. The court finds that based on the facts, as stated in the petition alone, and without hearing on the matter, there is no appearance of an immediate danger of becoming victim of domestic violence, repeat, dating, or sexual violence, or stalking, or that stalking exists. Therefore, there is not sufficient factual basis upon which the court can enter a temporary injunction for protection against domestic, repeat, dating, or sexual violence or stalking prior to a hearing. I want you guys to just keep that sentence in your brain for a second. In Section 2 of this order, petitioner may amend or supplement the petition at any time to state further reasons why a temporary injunction should be ordered, which would be in effect until the hearing scheduled below. I just fucking did that! In Section 2 of this order, petitioner may amend or supplement the petition at any time to state further reasons why a temporary injunction should be ordered, which would be in effect until the hearing scheduled below. That's exactly what this is. What am I supposed to do? Send it in again? Just to have you fucking say the same thing? You lazy motherfucker. This baffles me. Not sufficient evidence. All she had to do was walk across the street to a place that is not DCF, not anything. They called the CPI in, and they took my son away from me. Do you see the discrepancy there? Do you see the difference between how a woman is treated when making an accusation and how a man is treated? Even when he says he has evidence, even when he says he has evidence of her lying, I have a camera right here that records every moment of my life. We got that. She got that, mind you, because of DCF. But even though I have all of this, I don't have enough evidence to get an injunction. Meanwhile, she is not court ordered to where she's at. She is voluntary. She can leave at any time. She is around her ex, which is a huge piece of shit, by the way. And he will try to get her to leave. And she will leave. She's done it many times. This is what she does. So I want to be clear right now. I hold the DCF CPI completely responsible for all of this starting in the first place. She did no investigation. She didn't even ask any questions. She just took my son and with my wife let them leave. And they would not let me do anything about it. And they have not told me where he is. I have not been able to see him. It's 8 days now. I have had no opportunities at all. Rebecca was here today to pick up boxes of clothes I put in a storage for her here. My son was there. They would not let me see him. And then they talk about, when I call them, calming down. They said that I need to work halfway with them. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I told the supervisor of Kaya Goodwin. I told her, this is my son. This is his health and well-being. I love my son. There is no halfway. It's all or nothing. And you better believe with me, it's going to be all the way. Because I don't know anything else. So now, I have 11 days until this court appointment. This hearing for the injunction. And I highly doubt that Rebecca is going to be here in 11 days. And I have tried to get everybody to listen to what I'm saying. But everybody's deaf, dumb, and fucking stupid here. Nobody cares. That's what baffles me the most. I don't have a single person on my side in this, as far as somebody that can actually help me get my son back. People know about what Rebecca's done and they'll gladly chime in. Some people a little bit too late because they want to stay friendly with her. But at the end of the day, this is fucked up. Nobody had the balls to speak up when it was time to speak up. And I don't think I'm going to see my son again. I really don't. I think her and that piece of shit are going to fucking run, and I won't know where they're gone to. And then what? What kind of life does my son have after that? It's scary. It's fucking scary. And I don't know what to do. My hands are tied. The only thing I can do now is go to the news, which I've already done. I've gone to 8 on Your Side. I left a message with them. I'm going to call fucking Channel 7. I'm going to try to get some kind of help because nobody seems to give a fuck about a single poor father fighting for his son in this town. I can take care of my son. I'm not rich, but I can take care of my son. I have more money than she does, that's for fucking sure. She gets $6.97 a month. How is she going to take care of him? She has no place now. She's out of this fucking place. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand any of this. At the end of the day, this is what I'm stuck with. Waiting for a court date and hoping she doesn't run off with my son while nobody else does anything. Nobody's done shit. They said, oh, well, we're going to talk to the ladies at the house and they're going to call the police if she tries to run. By then, it's already too late. She's already gone. He's already gone. It doesn't mean a fucking thing at that point. If they find her, as long as she doesn't leave the state of Florida, it's not a crime. That puts me in a horrible situation. This system is broken. Badly.